good matchup. Morris and Simmons.
Simmons just takes it across the line. Fultz! What a play by Simmons!
Man.
Marcus Morris, number 3. Look at that pass. Nice finish.
How about the finish? There's the cut by Fultz. Talk about you guys playing together. Not a lot of court time between these two last year.
Chicago continues to shoot well. The only change for the Bulls, they have brought in second-year LSU player Antonio Blakeney, and the other end, wow. I mean, just one great play after another.
Back to the basket, high school, and for Sean Miller at University of Arizona, so he's completely changed his game. It's like football, guys changing positions.
Brom, I'm not sure, but unbelievable people.
Brom is correct. An incredible story.
Actually acquired by Oklahoma City in that big trade for James Harden. There is Ben Simmons all the way to the cup for 2.
Finishing the game. That's what you want to be doing. Down the stretch when the game's on the line, you're in the lineup.
Nicely done. Amir Johnson dropping a dime on Ben Simmons. Simmons working over Powell. He's got him by a half a foot. Simmons against Bradley, gave him a shoulder and promptly drills the jump shot.
2 big guys, 2 fadeaway jumpers, and was able to just jump over Ben. Kept it simple.
Simmons, in that time, the ball movement much more crisper than it's been so far here in the third. Simmons, the steal. Ben taking on all comers, and he throws it down.
Via leading by 13. Simmons great in and out, and boom! Slammed it home over the Pacers.
Simmons all the way, got it done!
33 a year, but the numbers now have exceeded that. No one talks about his contract as often. Ooh.
Talk to me about Ben Simmons and what he just did.
Mentioned Mr. Simmons, shot goes up. Nobody gets a hand on Ben. You can see he sets the screen and then dive.
Redick working it with Embiid. Simmons 5 to shoot. Escaping and slamming is Ben Simmons. And the Heat calling a timeout. The Sixers breaking it open late. Simmons an opportunity here against Aaron Gordon. And he connects. Beautifully done. The sweeping hook by Simmons.
When you're playing against a team that pick and rolls a lot.
Gobert. Simmons throwing it down. Ben Simmons in full flight as the Sixers come up with a turnover.
Butler to Ben in transition. Ben with the nice finish. It was his contract year. He got his money, and then you get to say he's changed, but the evidence is obvious.
Wow! G9, that's his 5th. He's got Ariza. He wants him. Ariza went for the steal, and Ben saw the opening and took advantage.
Ben and his aggressiveness. Ariza reaching, doesn't get it. Ben pivots and turns and finds no one there but the rim. An easy finish. You don't use the backboard for any kind of support.
Boy, Davis gave it away. Simmons at the center of it all, and he'll slam for 2 again.
Ben Simmons, you see right there off of the steal. Shamet gets it to him. It's a small period of time.
He had some quick computing. Simmons stepping in. Sixers look for the lead. Ben whizzing down the floor, laying in 2. And the Sixers have their first lead of the game.
The other night where he was really going north and south. Ben with the steal, split 2 defenders.
To Simmons, plenty of time for the Sixers to strike before the end of the half. Hollis Jefferson hits the deck. Chandler studies a 3, and down it goes for Wilson Chandler. Good chart, Jimmy Bucket's chart.
Did.
Yeah. Wow, Simmons, what a step around. We'll call it a Euro step around, and his canter.
Well, he can score, and he can score in bunches. We talked about, again, that Cavalier game last year when he was in Cleveland. Wow.
Ben Simmons finished the job. Compliments of Furkan Korkmaz. Oh, indeed.
He likes that, and the defender coming over to interject. Looks like he got a piece of it. Ben still able to catch it. Yes, there's the foul right. Finally, Sixers fortunate, unable to make that count. Nice backdoor.
Backdoor indeed. Redick. Oh, and it's hammered back by Simmons. His man went for the block.
Toronto shooting just 5 of 16 from the field. Simmons, oh, beautiful look from Simmons down to Butler.
To Simmons, you've got to find a way to slow the freight train down, because if he gets by, and then that opens up options, and a really good job by Butler to get behind the defense. Danny
Muscala playing with 5 fouls with the rejection. Simmons down the lane.
Butler kept him buoyed with many baskets, and then you get end-to-end action. That's 94 feet of Ben Simmons saying, you better do something with me, fellas.
Simmons in the open floor where he will thrive. Throws it down. Lure was helpless against Ben Simmons. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, who appeared to be shaken up earlier, is back. The Sixers come up with a turnover. The foul for Simmons. Wow, what a play!
At the end of the regular season, coming off his best year last year, is Chandler's three-pointer too strong. Simmons, nice. Oh, what a pass! And Embiid finishes. He barely had it in his hand, and he threw a bullet.
Just a high IQ play. Not only does Simmons make the pass.
Simmons again. Boy, Sexton helpless against him. Ben Simmons has been a real man here in the first half. Simmons, his third rebound.
Nice fake.
Yep, indeed, on Pirtle, and he had his way. Ben, his first bucket.
You can see how anxious Pirtle is to swat that. Well, those tough passes.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've run the floor and had some really weird passes come your way.
Of course. Look at that.
No pass there, simply a slam for Simmons. Sixers working defensively here, coming up with another turnover. It's a Redick three, and down it goes for J.J. Redick. And the Sixers on a nice little sprint here.
Butler got a little space and hit the side of the backboard. Simmons with a rare jumper.
Oh,
wow, Ben Simmons with a mid-range jumper.
Oh, an Iverson type number.
You look at the box, he scores 31 points in a loss. Up top for Simmons. Muscala laid it on a platter for him, and Ben Simmons.
2 all-time in franchise wins. Of course, number 1, the great Philadelphia native, the Hall of Famer, the late Jack Ramsey. As Simmons, a great bounce-back effort after the loss a couple of nights ago in Portland, as they run it to Simmons, and he'll put the capper on this one. It's in their second straight, falling to 21 and 16. As Simmons, some wizardry there as he knocked it off of a guy, Bede, who was hit in the face, came down with a rebound, his 16th, by the way. Simmons all the way to the cup. You can count it, and a foul.
Heading defense looks a certain way. Brett Brown knows what he wants.
Joel Embiid, 7th in the NBA in blocks. Simmons for Bolden. Beautifully done by the Sixers, who got the wake-up call after that timeout. Now Rick Carlisle.
High skill set.
27 years old from the Czech Republic. Butler combining with Simmons. You know, the two had a lengthy discussion about something heading to the last timeout huddle. Turns away from the double team. Got his own miss. Nice setup to Joel Embiid. Well done by Simmons, who is struggling from the floor, but Simmons taking over. There's Collins and Chandler. A beautiful defensive play to slap it away from him. Already 10 Atlanta turnovers. Simmons somehow, some way, got to the cup for 2 more. You're wondering. But by Simmons, gets himself another slam. Compliments of Joel Embiid, his first.
Nice little ball movement. That's a nice look right there to cutting Ben Simmons in traffic. 4 Knick defenders around him.
Between them, and Robert becoming the elite player that he's become defensively.
Would you explain what just happened there with Ben Simmons?
7 of 26 combined.
Nice pass, Simmons.
Just like that.
Oh, what a pass by Ben Simmons with a big-time shot by Muscala.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Embiid had the chance to line up the seams.
No.
Simmons cleaned it up.
Now look.
More look at Simmons here.
Well, first of all, not one earned shirt tried to block him out. I mean, we have to be truthful here, okay? But what I like about it is he's down in there.
Yes. To get it inside, slipping with Simmons, picked up by Tucker, and here comes Harden. That's knocked away, retaken by Ben. He'll go against Harden. He'll fly inside. He got it.
And that's number 4 on Harden.
Simmons wiggles around Redick. Finds Brewer on the reverse. Assist number 10 for Simmons.
Just kind of allowed the Nuggets to get back in it.
It's a lob for Simmons, and that time he turned it over. Ben Simmons getting the dunk on the lob. Compliments of Landry Shamet.
Post up. I like him in here. He'll facilitate from there. He'll make plays. He'll find passes. But he can also score down there.
And that's the one. There you go. The numbers 1 and 2 picked in the draft 3 seasons ago.
Alfonso McKinney this time. Green lurking to help behind the back. Butler hits and
Dueling Willie Cauley-Stein, the 7-footer from Kentucky.
Frustrated. Joel.
Ooh is right. Ooh is right. Goodness.
Misses that bunny, does Kawhi, and they get out quickly in transition. That's one thing they do really well. Nick Nurse going to want to talk about that.
Hard move by Plumlee. He would not be at the top of the list of offensive options, but that was well done.
Simmons, they left him alone, and he punches it home.
The bucket. Look at this. A little mistake on the exchange. And Simmons is like, Beasley thinks he's just hedging. And that puts Plumlee at a deficit. Ben Simmons says, you just made a big-time mistake.
How about that little Euro step to avoid him? Now this is going to be the key. Up and down now, even after scores, you must be ready.
Boy, that's a Euro step.
There he goes.
Simmons with the layup with the offhand.
You see Harris in the second half kind of taking away some airspace. Speaking of airspace, goodness.
Missed the Smith able to get to the rim again.
That's a great look. Simmons for the plunging Tobias Harris.
Just fill a lane.
And McConnell comes up with a steal.
Numbers.
Indeed, there it is for Simmons, who's able to finish it. Wow! What a play by Simmons. What a spark delivered from T.J. McConnell.
Whenever you can get buckets off your defense, it gets the building going. How about that catch from 2-5? And TJ to that basket as well.
Yeah, he did. He ran Redick all over the place.
Yeah, he did. Athletic is Mr. Landry.
Ben Simmons pacing the Sixers with 21.